it's been a point of contention, right? That Donald Trump is not appearing in the GOP presidential debate that will be happening on Wednesday on I believe Fox News, Fox Business, one of those channels. But it's interesting because Trump is, going to be on Tucker Carlson's show instead, and he's already taped his interview with him. So that's just going to be something that premieres on Tucker Carlson's Twitter/X account. So, Donald Trump has decided to try to undercut the GOP debate, which is a kind of interesting choice to try to do counter programming. Now, is this good or is this bad? Now, I will say, and I'm going to be completely honest, right? I do not like Donald Trump particularly much. Now, I do kind of want to root for the guy because of all the political persecution that he's facing, but I have a problem with his relatively big government approaches to various things. He didn't drain the swamp like he promised that he would. Now he's running around promising that he'll drain the swamp again. Okay, yeah, sure, buddy. And he also mistreated, in my opinion, Mike Pence due to the completely understandable decisions that he made during January 6th to accept the mainstream slates, right? The generally accepted slates when counting the Electoral College votes and certifying them as vice president. All of that notwithstanding, I do think that this is a bad move. I think this is a bad move for two reasons. One, I think Trump risks losing the spotlight. I think what he's trying to do is get less people to watch a GOP debate, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think people are going to watch both. It's not going to be impossible to watch both. Especially if Trump's thing is just a video that is posted versus the GOP thing being a debate that is live. I think that if you have something that's live, there's probably a bigger draw to watch that, because if you're not watching it live, you're missing out. But if something is like available on demand as video, you can watch that anytime, right? So I do think a lot of people are still going to watch the GOP debate. And if a lot of people still watch the GOP debate, that will hurt Trump, because people are going to let that overshadow the interview with Tucker Carlson that Donald Trump plans on, having Tucker Carlson release on X. Another thing, too, is that Donald Trump is not giving himself an opportunity to defend himself against attacks against him on the campaign stage. So they're going to be able to sit around like throwing all these haymakers against him. And Donald Trump is not going to be able to respond because he's not live on the air able to defend himself from these claims. Now, I'm sure that there will be the apologists right on the stage who will defend the guy. One person that I like who will be on the stage, Vivek Ramaswamy, is going to be one of those people. But, I still don't like the idea of, just running away from what would probably be, to some degree, relatively understandable and legitimate critiques. Like, people are going to ask some serious questions about Donald Trump that I wish Donald Trump could answer, such as, do you take any responsibility for cratering the economy with all your COVID-19 stimulus checks? Like, that's a legitimate question, but he's not going to be answering that question on the stage. So it's like, I think that this could hurt Donald Trump, and, this has the capacity to hurt Donald Trump more than it could help him. Because let's face it, we have some strong candidates out here in this GOP field. I mean, I like all of them, but there are some good ones in this field, and there are a handful of good ones who will be on that debate stage. And so if Donald Trump loses a spotlight, it's not like he's losing the spotlight to, characters who aren't particularly interesting. Yes, I know we have Chris Christie and Mike Pence on the stage, but the majority of those, contenders are actually interesting and compelling and serious people. So in the meantime, how would this help Trump? It's not like Trump is losing in the polls exactly. So if he upstages, the GOP candidates, maybe, he doesn't lose any ground, but does he gain any ground? I don't know if he's going to gain too much ground with a Tucker Carlson interview. I don't know what more that does to make him more appealing. The only thing that Donald Trump can do to be more appealing is get himself indicted some more, arrested some more, and thrown in jail. Really look like the political prisoner that you are, and allow people to marvel at the fact that you're still alive, despite what very clearly seems to be the sitting president kind of coming at your head here. But this is just not a great move. Now, Donald Trump has said that he won't appear in any future debates, but he has the chance to change his mind if he wants to, and I really think that he should, because in that case, because that's the only thing I think that can keep him from being completely relevant, especially if he's put in jail and is no longer able to release any more like public statements.